Now, just yesterday, I saw many of the new investors panicking after Nio announced at the market share offering, which brought a lot of confusion. I saw so many people fighting against this. Some were saying that Nio is not issuing new shares, whilst others were saying that new shares were being issued, which is going to result, or which were to result into a share dilution of this company Nio. So I do personally think that this share or at the market share offering, it's something that we'll see the Nio stock being diluted, and though it's not by much, which I think so many of the new investors are missing the point of realizing that this share offering of approximately or around $2 billion US, it's not a bad thing, because share offering of $2 billion against the market cap of 66 or around 66 billion US, which Nio currently has, we can all see that this is just a mere share dilution of around 3%. So this 3%, guys, is what I've been seeing so many people tossing each other back and forth about it, which to me, I don't think it's that important, because growth companies fund their growth by issuing shares. There's no doubt about that. We have seen it happening in quite a number of growth stocks. They've always been issuing shares to try and grow their business. So this is not something new, and this is not what ought to make you to panic as a new investors, because we know for a fact that many growth, or if not all growth companies, issue shares just to grow their business. And in most cases where we see companies issuing the new shares, we can expect some massive news in the future. This is what we've always been seeing companies do. So this is not supposed to catch you by surprise. No, this is not supposed to make you lose focus on the Nio stock, because this is a stock which is set to do very well. I mean, 2022, it's one of the years that you would regret if you enter that year without having some good holdings into this Nio stock, because there are so many things that are happening in 2022, which is why I decided to do this video, to highlight some of the big things or some of the big news or latest developments that we can expect from this Nio stock in the upcoming 2022. So please do watch this video till the end, guys, because I definitely think that these latest development updates or what ought to come in 2022 will definitely motivate you and make you to ignore this at the market share offering, which Nio just has announced 2 days ago. So please do watch this video, like I said, as you are going to definitely enjoy the content that I have in store for you. Otherwise, just a disclaimer, please don't forget that I'm not a professional financial advisor. All that I'll be sharing here are just my opinions, and if you seek professional financial advice, you already know what to do by now, and that is you need to go and consult the professionals. Otherwise, if you like the content that I'll be giving or sharing with you on today's video, please don't forget to hit that like button or that thumbs up button, and also hit that subscribe button, and that's if of course you have not subscribed to the channel already, so that you don't miss the latest developments or the latest news regarding the stocks that we follow on this channel. Otherwise, whilst others were focusing on those at the market share offering, other investors were also focusing on the positive news which Nio just announced. I mean, just yesterday or day before yesterday, we read a good article, or in fact, I saw some of the new investors also sharing this kind of article, which is something that is truly amazing. And the article is for a fact that Nio indicated that they plan to deliver 600 vehicles by the end of the year 2022, which is something that is truly amazing. Yes, Nio said, and this is according to one of the analysts at Deutsche Bank, he indicated that after the meeting they had with, or that which was called by Nio indicated that by the end of 2022, they plan to have delivered approximately 600 EV cars, which is something that is truly amazing and ought to motivate you. If Nio indicated that they are planning to deliver 600,000 vehicles, then that ought to motivate you, because I definitely believe that the stock, or we will see if they achieve that milestone, then there's no doubt that we will see even the share price or the stock price of this company Nio shooting to the moon, which is something that has to motivate you to probably ignore the at the market offering news and rather focus on these latest developments that will make Nio to go to the next level. Now, this 600,000 production or deliveries which Nio is planning to get to by the end of 2022 entails them increasing their production at their current Jack Nio factory, where Jack is currently manufacturing all the Nio model cars. And this Nio indicated that it's in preparation of the upcoming launch of the ET7 in the Q1 of 2021. So they are going, or they indicated that towards the end of the year, they are looking at increasing the capacity or the production at their Jack Nio factory to approximately or to 300,000 vehicles annually, which is something that is truly amazing and ought to motivate you to stay long into this stock. Otherwise, the other 300,000, Nio indicated that it will come from their new Nio Park, which is something that is truly amazing, because that you know that with the Nio Park is able to produce, or it will be having a capacity of around 1 million EV cars annually, which is something that is truly amazing. And it will also be able to produce 100 gigawatts of batteries annually, which is something that is just truly amazing and ought to encourage you yet again to stay long into this Nio stock. Otherwise, we all know that Nio, for the upcoming 2022 yet again, you remember that this new plant in Nio is set to open in the second half of 2022, which is why I believe that we might, or it might be very possible that we see Nio delivering or producing 300, if not over 300 vehicles from Nio Park, which is something that is truly amazing, and yet again it ought to motivate you to stay long into this Nio stock. Otherwise, as I've said, this year towards the end, Nio indicated that they will be increasing their production at their Jack Nio factory in preparation of the ET7 or upcoming ET7. Now you remember that as we talk of the ET7, Nio already indicated that they will be launching 3 new products, including the ET7, meaning that it plans, or Nio also plans to launch 2 more new cars next year, which one of them we already, or there is a big hint that we might be seeing an ET5 being launched, or as one of the vehicles which will be launched in 2022, which is something that is truly amazing. And you remember that this ET5 is compared, or will be compared, with like your BMW's 3 Series, which is something that is truly amazing and ought to motivate you and show you that this Nio company is going to the next level. Otherwise, the third model, it's one that is still not confirmed, or it's one that it's not clear at the moment what Nio will be looking at launching next year. But we know for sure that the ET5 and this undisclosed model will be produced in Nio Park, or at Nio Park, which is something that is truly amazing, because this just means that we can see some good mass productions from, or for these 2 models, which is something that is truly amazing and ought to motivate you to stay long into the Nio stock. So this is some of the massive news which I believe you ought to focus on, rather than focusing on at the market offering, because this 600,000 capacity in 2022, it's something that is so massive for this Nio stock, especially that so many people were not expecting, or even me personally, I was not expecting that we could see Nio getting to this figure. But the fact that Nio is anticipating to get to 600,000 production of the cars that they will produce in 2022, it's something that is just out of this world and ought to motivate you, because guess what? If they are able to get to this target, it means that they will be able to generate some massive revenues, which will make them, I believe, to be, I don't know, profitable either by the end of 2022 or beginning of 2023, which is that, my friend, is something that must motivate you to stay long. Yes, I know that at the market offering does dilute shares, but I personally believe that it is for the good, and I believe that Nio will use that money. In fact, they had indicated that they are going to use that money on more research and other latest technology stuff, which is something that is truly amazing, and like I said, ought to motivate you to stay long into this Nio stock. Otherwise, one of the latest developments, or another latest developments we read this week, was the fact that Nio received a 5-star rating safety in Europe, which is something that is amazing, because you will know that it's not so many cars that has this 5-star rating in Europe. This has to show you, indicate to you the kind of products that Nio is producing. this just definitely means that the kind of products Nio is producing are of quality and of good standard, which is why they are getting such a good rating in Europe in terms of safety. Now this ought yet again to motivate you to stay long into this Nio stock, because like I said, it's not many cars that qualify to get a 5-star rating in Europe, and the fact that Nio was one or falls under those few that have or has this 5-star rating is something that must motivate you to stay long into this Nio stock. And of course, this 5-star rating was given to the model which Nio plans to start delivering in Norway this month, and that is the ES8. So the ES8 is the one that received the 5-star rating in terms of safety in Europe, which is something that is truly amazing and shows you, like I said, the kind of quality products that Nio is producing. Otherwise, another latest development that we just read about Nio this week was the fact that Nio will be used for the mobilized robot taxi service in Germany. Now this is some of the good news about Nio, because this entails Intel self-driving mobilized and the German car 6 SE announcing the plan to unveil the autonomous taxi in Germany, or in Munich at Germany. And this, my friend, is set to be in the upcoming 2022. So we will see this plan or this announcement coming to pass in 2022, and they plan to spread out these services across Europe in the next few years. Now this mobilized robot taxi service will be based or will be used on the Nio's ES8, which is something that is truly amazing. This is going to be massive for Nio, because they will be using these services on the Nio ES8, which is something that must motivate you to stay long into this Nio stock. And this is good, of course, because they also believe that it will also attract many people to want or to familiarize or to easily familiarize themselves with this Nio brand, which will end up or making it to be possible for Nio to attract more customers into coming and wanting to buy their cars in Europe, which is something that is truly amazing, because this will also disrupt the customers in Europe into liking this Nio brand, which will result in Nio also generating some good or getting some so many clients, which will result in them generating some good revenues even in Europe, which is something that must motivate you yet again to stay long into this Nio stock. Now Nio, guys, it's one of the companies which has set to do very well, and 2022, it's one of the years that so many things we will see them come to pass when we look into the Nio stock, which is why I believe you ought not to focus on what's happening this year. You ought not to focus on the short term, but look and see where Nio could be in the next year or two. And me personally, I can't wait to see these plans or these developments that are set to take place next year really taking place, because they are just so massive, and I believe they will boost the share price of the Nio stock. I mean, I never thought I would see or would hear Nio say that they will deliver 600 vehicles for the year 2022, but the fact that they are planning or anticipating to deliver such a high number of vehicles, then that ought to be taken as a very good sign that if you don't take the opportunity and invest in Nio while it's still trading at these low prices we see it being trading at, then you might miss the good opportunity that, or the good rewards that this stock will reward to its investors in the future. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I personally believe that Nio is still a very good long-term stock, which will give so much reward to those that are patient with this stock, to those that persevere to the end. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I make tons and tons of stock market investing videos, and if you think that this video was amazing, please don't forget to hit that like button, and if you are new, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that YouTube can notify you every time I release a video. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.